Welcome to this Skore process training. Together, we're going to create a simple process by following the 5 steps for the perfect process. As we work together, pause the video if you need extra time. Follow along with me as we create a new process. Open Skore. We'll begin on the Skore Processes workspace. First, click on the @Skore onboarding folder so our new process goes into the training folder. On the right-hand side, click New and select New Process. Give the process a name. My name will be Making a Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich. The name of the process lets us know the parameters of the process, where it starts and where it ends. For this sample process, if you don't want to use Making a Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich, you can create a process you use in your department, but it will probably take more time. Assign yourself as the process owner. That way we know whose process is whose. Click Create. Now, click on the tile to open your new process. In the upper left of the screen, toggle the editing slider to edit. The first 2 things we will add to our canvas are, number 1, the trigger for our process. This will be a Y box. I can either drag a Y box onto the canvas from the left or use the keyboard shortcut Y plus a mouse click. Double-click on the Y box to select it for editing. Our trigger for this process will be a person wants to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Type that in now. Number 2, now that we have the beginning of the process, let's add another Y box. This will be our final output for the process, or how we know the process is completed. Type person eats the sandwich or something similar. Now that we have a beginning and an end to our process, the next step is to add some activities. These are what boxes or what work is done. 6 what boxes is a good number to start with. So either drag 6 what boxes from the left or use the keyboard shortcut W plus a mouse click. What boxes are actions, so they usually start with a verb, whereas Y boxes usually start with a noun. Click on your first what box and type Assemble Ingredients and Tools. That will be our first action in the process. Don't worry about the Who Does It section at the bottom. We'll discuss adding roles to the process in our first training session. What is our next action in the process? I'm going to put use the knife to spread the jelly onto 1 slice of bread. If you spread the peanut butter first when you make a sandwich, change jelly to peanut butter. Fill in your next what box with use the knife to spread peanut butter onto 1 slice of bread. Unless, of course, you used peanut butter in the previous step. The next what box will be place the peanut butter and jelly slices together. My final what box will be give the sandwich to the person. Just for fun, I'm going to add an emoticon to the last box. Click on the bottom right corner of the editing box to open the editor. Here is an icon picker. I'll type in yummy to add a yummy face. Click Close Editor. You can see that we only used 5 of the what boxes. I'm going to delete the empty box. However, if you want to add a step such as cut off the crust or cut the sandwich in half, you're welcome to add that. Now that we have the activities, we need to add the outputs. These can be harder to complete because we need to think about why we're doing each activity. Let's create our first output. Select the first what box and press the space key. A Y box will be linked to the what box. Now, what is our output? Why do we assemble all the tools and ingredients first? Type in an output such as, all the ingredients and tools are within reach, or all ingredients and tools are available. Hover over the Y box and you'll see an X on the right side. Click and drag the X to connect the output to the next What box. Moving on to our next output. Select the second What box and press the space key. Type in the output. It could be jelly is on the bread, or sandwich eater has the correct amount of jelly. Repeat this process for the next output. We need one more output. After our fourth What box, type in what you think an output could be. Connect that last Y box and let's double-check our process. 1. We have a title that defines what the process is and its scope. 2. We have our trigger for the process and our final output or deliverable. 3. We documented every action in the process in a What box, and each What box begins with an action verb. 4. We have our outputs, and they begin with a noun. 5. Each step in the process is accurate and in the proper order. Congratulations! You've completed your first process map in Skore.